Jenna and today I'm going to be doing a movie review of Christopher Robin. Christopher Robin is the latest in a long line of live action films that Disney is creating. Christopher Robin follows a grown-up Christopher Robin after he has left the 100 Acre Wood behind and follows his 100 Acre Wood friends returning in order to help Christopher rediscover the joy of life which he has lost over the last couple of years due to events that have happened in his personal life. Oh, it was such a good movie. I think I ended up giving it a 5 out of 5 stars. I literally watched it last month and I cannot remember. But honestly, it was such a cute film. It was amazing to see all of the characters from the 100 Acre Wood again, and I am just so thrilled that Disney decided to make it. So this is going to be a spoiler-free review, so don't worry if you haven't yet seen the film. You can watch the entirety of this video without fear of being spoiled. As always, I'm going to be talking about the plot and the characters. I don't remember what else I talk about in movie reviews because normally I have my little piece of paper to tell me, and my little piece of paper is back in Australia, so we're just gonna wing this and we're just gonna see how it goes. So like I said, Christopher Robin follows a grown-up Christopher who is now married with a daughter, and he has lost his way in life. So he has kind of lost touch with his family, he is really focused on his work, and he's just lost that spark and that joy that he had when he was a kid and he was in the 100 Acre Wood. So his friends come out of the wood, which includes Pooh Bear, Tigger, Piglet, and Eeyore. They come out of the wood to help Christopher try to recapture his childhood and to recapture everything that being a child meant. So talking about the plot of this film, the plot is super simple. It is literally just these characters coming out of the wood to help Christopher regain his childhood, and it was amazing to see. Just to get to see Pooh Bear again and to get to hear him say things that it's something that you would expect from Pooh, like little things like, I get to where I'm going by walking away from where I've been. It was just perfect. He was perfect. The plot was really simple, which meant it was really simple to follow, but it also had a great message, and it's something that I think a lot of people, both kids and adults, are really going to enjoy. The fact that Pooh Bear has been around for so long, it means that a lot of people who are my age now, I got my first Piglet toy when I was probably 3 and I was obsessed with it, and I literally brought it everywhere with me. He didn't come to America though because he's got some weird wheat stuff in his stomach, and if I brought him to America I couldn't then get him home. So he's not here with me, which is very sad because I would have liked to have had him in this video with me, so I'm very sad about that. When we talk about the characters of this film, the biggest one is obviously Christopher Robin, because they needed to find someone who could embody that child but in an older kind of way. And honestly, Ewan McGregor, the only choice for this role and the perfect choice for this role. He was honestly just fantastic and I loved it. I loved him to pieces. He really did just perform amazingly as Christopher, and I can't stress enough how perfect that casting was. So the other real world characters that we have Christopher's wife and we have his daughter, both of whom are kind of, in a way, they were almost stereotypical of the time that this movie was set. I think it's set in the, I want to say the 30s or the 40s, and they were kind of stereotypical of that time, but that doesn't mean that I didn't still absolutely love them. I love Hayley Atwell with all my heart. She is incredible, and she was just the perfect wife, I guess. She was so funny to watch, even though her scenes were really more serious. And then the little girl that they got to play the daughter was also fantastic. But this is not going to be a Christopher Robin movie review if we don't talk about our stars of the film, which were Pooh and Piglet and Tigger and Eeyore and also Rabbit and all the others, Owl and Kanga and Roo, and I just, wow. To get to see everyone again was just incredible. I loved it. Pooh Bear hasn't changed. I don't think he's ever gonna change, because if he did, he would no longer be Pooh Bear. The fact that they got Jim Cummings back to do his voice as well was perfect, because literally the second he opened his mouth, I was just like, it's Pooh Bear. He's on screen in front of me. This is amazing. And Piglet was a big one for me because Piglet is my favorite character of all of them. He was perfect. Tigger was a little interesting because Tigger was not as bright and vibrant as I wanted, but he did do something in the film that I didn't think he was gonna do, and then he did it, and I was just like, My childhood in a nutshell, this is amazing. I always love Eeyore because Eeyore is, while he's this really depressed kind of character, they really show all of the characters, they always make sure they include him in things, they actually do invite him to places, and they never ask him to change even though he's so clearly depressed. And that is one of the things that I love the most about Eeyore, is the fact that the characters around him don't force him to change. Now, the other characters, we don't see quite as much of them in the film, so Rabbit and Owl, Kangaroo and Roo. Rabbit was voiced by Peter Capaldi, so I just automatically loved him. Owl was voiced by Toby Jones, so I wasn't as big a fan of him because Toby Jones kind of scares me a little bit. I don't know why, he just kind of does. But also they didn't have a lot to do with the film. But then Kangaroo and Roo, the only thing I can say about them, and I don't remember from the original movie that I watched, aren't they meant to have Australian accents? You know, because they're like a kangaroo, basically. I don't remember because I know the original stuff is set in England or possibly America, but they do have kind of English accents, so I don't know, maybe they did always have British accents and I just never really noticed. But that is one thing that I kind of wish they had Australian accents, just because it is a kangaroo. But that's my one complaint that I have, but I might change my mind if I go back and rewatch original stuff and find out that they actually have British accents, and then I'll just be like, bravo, continuity. One cool thing about this film is they actually created a new song. So obviously Winnie the Pooh is really known for its music that it always created. I remember when I watched The Search for Christopher Robin, like one of Pooh's Grand Adventure, The Search for Christopher Robin, there's many songs in that. There's like the Forever and Ever song that they sing at the beginning. There's a song about a map, and there's a song about like adventure. So we got to have a song in this film. It was really short, it was sung by Pooh Bear, and it was beautiful, and honestly it kind of made me cry. So all in all, I'm pretty sure I gave this film a 5 out of 5 stars, and if I didn't in my original review, I'm giving it one now because it was phenomenal. I really think it's one of those films that you can go and watch at any age and there will be something in it for you, especially if Winnie the Pooh was a part of your childhood. Then I definitely recommend that you go and see the movie. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section below if you have seen Christopher Robin and what you thought. I would absolutely love to know. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a thing. Stay random. Bye.